Hello everybody, welcome back to Eagle River Fire Department. My name is Snorky, this is Andrew, and today we're going to talk about Engine 1. Engine 1 is a 2003 Pierce. It's a Sabre chassis. It has a 1,200 gallon a minute pump. It's the same as Engine 16 that we talked about a couple weeks ago. And come on, take a ride. As you can see, the driver's compartment is pretty much the same as Engine 16. The one big difference between Engine 16 and Engine 1, this is what we call an enclosed pump panel. In here, this is where the operator, the pump operator, runs the pump and controls all the water from inside. Makes it a little bit more convenient for wintertime operations. We use Engine 1 as our second engine in on a fire. We also use it as the primary engine on traffic accidents. Two reasons. Number one, to give it some run time. Number two, we carry a set of extrication tools on this as well, along with our rescue truck. Andrew is going to demonstrate our light tower. This light tower will go up about 16 feet. It has four 1,500 watt bulbs on it. That tower will go up, it will rotate around, we can shine it anywhere we want. Really, it's a big help. Here we have one of the main inlets into the pump. These are two discharges. Here we have two pre-connect 200-foot 1.75" lines, which they're all ready and raring to go. All we got to do is pull them off, and the firefighters can head right to the fire with them. This is our electrical control panel. Obviously, that's for the light tower. This is the circuit breaker board for everything, for all the 120 volt on here. And our big extension cord and some extra tools for hooking our lines up. These are spare air packs for the firefighters. This is an assortment of fittings and nozzles, so we can interchange, do whatever we need to do. This is part of our extrication equipment. This is the hydraulic pump for our extrication equipment. You'll see that on a crash scene. Come on around. There's some hard suction, a couple of pipe pulls, two more discharges. This is a large diameter discharge. We can pull this off, set that up as a deluge if it's a big uncontrolled fire. Just like on Engine 16, there's our large diameter suction. You saw that when we had the portable tank set up last week behind here. Power saw for when we need to cut debris off the road, and or if we need to use it for ventilation around a fire scene. Some more fittings and specialized stuff we use for the fire ground. Some cones, floor dry. Once again, a positive pressure fan. And our tool cache here. Nice and easy, so we can put tools on both sides. Another extension cord. So we got plenty of power on this truck. Some absorbent, fire extinguisher, and once again, there's those pre-connects and the large diameter suction. This is the large diameter feed, as if we were going to pump to another engine. This is the officer's seat, just like on engine 16. Only we do not have any intercommunications in this truck. We have to talk to each other. That's a thermal imaging camera, so that you can find the fire in a wall and check for temperatures in a wall. I'm going to demonstrate the thermal imaging camera I talked about. Turn it on here, and you can see there's the door. Watch my hand. You can see my hand. And this is how sensitive it is. You can see where I had my hand on the door. We use this. We'll scan a wall or wherever we think there might have been fire, and we can tell if there was, just by the signature that comes off, we can see what's behind the wall, if there's any fire back there or a heat change. Up in the bumper, we carry some water. 200 feet of 1 3/4. This is also pre-connected, so we can just pull it off and go right to work with it.
Hey Snarky, why don't we show them where we keep the ladders?
Will do. It's on this mechanism so that we're not lifting up over our heads and creating a possible hazard for ourselves.
Can you give me a hand here, Snarky? So just like we showed you in the last video, where we're in a rural situation where we have to get water, this is where we keep our hard suction so that we can draft out of the big pool. We also have our roof ladder. A roof ladder is designed specifically to go on top of roofs. We have roof hooks. This goes right over the peak. The ladder doesn't slide down when we're up on the roof. We can get 2 to 3 firefighters on this ladder at one time and we won't fall through the roof, and the ladder won't slide off the roof. The other ladder that we have is a 25-foot single fly ladder. So down here we have our attic ladder. This is a really cool ladder. It's designed to be taken inside of a home, and you have your attic space, and it folds down, so we're not having to bring a big ladder into your house. This will go up most scuttle holes so that we can access the attic in case the attic is on fire. This is called a pike pole. It's used to pull anything that we need. So say there was a fire up above us and we needed to have access, we can use this to pull material down, drywall, wood, shingles, anything that we might need to get out of our way. This is what we call a piercing nozzle. This nozzle is designed for if your basement is on fire and it's unsafe for us to go down. We can stick it onto the floor like that. We can hit the top of it with a sledgehammer. It drives it down, and here at the bottom there's a bunch of holes. So we hook our water source up to here. We open up the bail and water shoots everywhere. Kind of like think of it like a sprinkler head that we made in your house or business. Kind of a nifty tool. I apologize for the high-pitched noise in the background. What that is the truck telling us our battery switch is on, but the truck is not running. It's an alarm used so we don't drain the battery on the truck. On top of the truck, we also have a deluge gun with stackable tips. Those stackable tips can be changed out to a combination nozzle. Hopefully in one of the videos coming, we'll show you the different types of nozzles that are out there. One of the things that the deluge can be used for is if a structure is really on fire and we arrive on scene, We can just drown the building. It's called a blitz attack. We'll drown the building, we'll knock the fire down. That gives our firefighters a chance to pull the extra hose out and get hooked up so they can make an interior attack. This truck is this truck also holds 1,000 gallons of water, so we do have a little bit of water to play with before we hook up to a hydrant or use our water tender to provide us water. Well, thank you so much for joining Snarky and I today on our fun adventure. Hope to see you next week. Stay safe. If you'd like, leave a comment below on the Facebook page and we will try to do our best to answer it or come up with some ideas of videos that you'd like to see. Have a great day. Stay safe.